Welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving into the top 4 rare USA coins, some of the most sought-after pieces in numismatics. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future videos. Let's get into it. The 1972 United States 1-dime coin may seem like just another piece of currency at first glance. After all, it's part of a long history of American dimes, which have been in circulation for over 2 centuries. But hidden within this small, seemingly ordinary coin is a tale of historical significance, intricate design, and surprising value. This is the story of the 1972 dime, a coin that, while minted decades ago, holds a place in the hearts of collectors and numismatists today, fetching astonishing sums of money at auction. To understand the significance of the 1972 1-dime, we must first step back in time and explore the broader context of the U.S. dime itself. The dime, worth 10 cents, has been a part of American currency since 1796. Originally, the dimes were composed of silver, giving them an inherent value that made them prized in the marketplace. Over the years, the design of the dime has changed many times, with notable designs including the Liberty Cap, the Seated Liberty, and the Mercury dime. But by the time the 1972 1-dime was minted, the coin had undergone several transformations, and its design had become a symbol of American history and values. In 1946, the U.S. Mint introduced the Roosevelt dime, named after President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who had passed away earlier that year. The design, created by artist John R. Sinek, features a portrait of Roosevelt on the obverse and an olive branch, torch, and oak branch on the reverse, symbolizing peace, unity, and strength. This design remains largely unchanged to this day, making the 1972 dime a direct descendant of Roosevelt's legacy. The 1972 dime was minted during a period of significant change in the United States. The early 1970s were marked by political upheaval, economic challenges, and cultural shifts. The country was still reeling from the aftermath of the Vietnam War, and the Watergate scandal was unfolding. Meanwhile, the U.S. Mint was continuing to produce coins to meet the needs of an economy that was grappling with inflation and a growing population. In 1972, the United States saw the launch of a variety of coinage, but it was the dime that remained a steady, reliable fixture in everyday transactions. Yet, despite its outward appearance as a standard piece of currency, the 1972 dime holds within it a unique set of characteristics that makes it a sought-after collector's item. While the vast majority of 1972 dimes were produced in large quantities and remain relatively inexpensive, there are rare examples that stand out among the crowd. One of the key factors that make certain 1972 dimes so valuable is a phenomenon known as a minting error. These errors occur during the production process, when something goes wrong at the mint, leading to a coin that is imperfect or unusual in some way. The most famous and valuable of these errors is the 1972 double die obverse. A double die occurs when the coin's design is stamped twice during the minting process, leading to a blurry or doubled image. In the case of the 1972 dime, the double die error is most noticeable on the inscription Liberty and the date 1972. This error is the result of a misalignment during the striking process, causing the design to be imprinted twice on the coin, resulting in a distinctive doubling effect. The double die obverse 1972 dime has become one of the most coveted items in the numismatic world. Only a small number of these coins were produced, and they were quickly recognized by collectors and enthusiasts for their unique characteristics. Because of their rarity, these coins are highly sought after by those who appreciate the finer details of coinage and are willing to pay a premium for a piece of history. But what makes the 1972 double die dime even more intriguing is the way it has become a symbol of the unpredictability of collecting. The error itself wasn't discovered immediately, and for years the coins circulated without much fanfare. It wasn't until the 1980s that collectors started to notice the distinctive doubling on the coins, and by then, the value of these rare specimens had begun to rise steadily. The rarity of the double-die obverse 1972 dime, combined with the growing interest in error coins, has propelled its price to extraordinary heights. Today, the value of a 1972 double-die obverse dime can vary depending on its condition, the severity of the doubling, and the demand in the marketplace. Coins in mint condition, with minimal wear and a clearly visible doubling effect, can command prices in the tens of thousands of dollars. In fact, some specimens of the 1972 double-die obverse dime have sold for as much as $120,000 at auction, making them one of the most valuable dimes in the history of American coinage. But how did the 1972 double-die dime become so valuable? Part of the appeal lies in its rarity. While millions of dimes were minted in 1972, only a few dozen double-die obverse coins are known to exist today. As with any rare collectible, the fewer there are, the higher the demand and the higher the price. The combination of a limited supply, the historical context of the coin, and the sheer beauty of the error itself has made this particular dime one of the most desirable items among coin collectors. For those who are lucky enough to own a 1972 double-die obverse dime, it's not just about the financial value. There's also a deep sense of connection to history and craftsmanship. Every time you hold one of these rare coins in your hand, you're holding a piece of the past, an artifact that was created during a turbulent time in American history, but that has endured through the years as a symbol of both the human ingenuity behind coin production and the ever-changing nature of the world we live in. In addition to its impressive value, the 1972 double-die obverse dime represents something larger in the world of collecting. It highlights the fascinating world of error coins, where small mistakes can lead to extraordinary discoveries. It's a reminder that sometimes, in the world of numismatics, the most valuable pieces are those that are least expected, and that a seemingly insignificant coin can carry with it a wealth of history and potential. Whether you're an experienced collector or someone just starting to explore the world of coin collecting, the 1972 one-dime coin is an excellent example of the power of rarity and the excitement that comes with discovering something truly unique. It's a coin that's small in size but large in significance, offering a glimpse into a pivotal moment in U.S. history and a peek at the enduring allure of rare and valuable collectibles. So, as you continue your journey through the world of numismatics, keep an eye out for the 1972 double-die obverse dime. While most dimes from that year will never be worth more than a few cents, there's always the chance that you might stumble upon one of the rare, double-struck examples that could change your life. After all, in the world of coin collecting, it's often the smallest details that can make the biggest difference. And when it comes to the 1972 double-die obverse dime, those details could be worth an impressive $120,000, or even more. This is the story of the 1972 USA one-dime coin, a story of history, design, rarity, and the surprising value of a coin that started as just a regular piece of currency, but has since become a highly coveted treasure in the world of numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the hobby, the 1972 double-die obverse dime is a coin that should not be overlooked. It serves as a testament to the fascinating world of coin collecting, where every coin has a story to tell, and sometimes that story ends with a remarkable price tag. So next time you find yourself holding a 1972 dime, take a closer look. It might just be worth more than you think. When you think of the classic US dime, what comes to mind? Perhaps you picture the familiar profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, whose likeness has graced the obverse of the dime for over 70 years. The dime, a simple yet elegant coin, is one of the most commonly circulated pieces of American currency. But every now and then, a coin from a particular year or mint will rise above the ordinary and capture the attention of collectors and numismatists alike. The 1977 United States one-dime coin is just such a coin. On the surface, it may seem like a standard issue dime, part of the ongoing legacy of Roosevelt dimes. But beneath that surface lies a history, a story of craftsmanship, and even an exceptional rarity that has propelled this coin into the ranks of highly sought-after collectibles. What makes the 1977 one dime unique? And what is it about this specific year that has made it so valuable? Let's embark on a journey through time, history, and numismatic intrigue to find out. The United States dime has been around for more than 2 centuries, dating back to its first minting in 1796. While the design of the dime has changed over the years, its function and value have remained consistent. The dime has always been worth 10 cents, a modest sum, but one that nonetheless plays a crucial role in American commerce and daily life. The dime, especially in the years leading up to 1977, had seen a variety of designs and had been produced with a range of materials, from silver to the copper-nickel alloys used after 1965. By 1977, the U.S. Mint was well into producing the Roosevelt dime, which had debuted in 1946 in honor of the late President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Roosevelt was a beloved leader, and his image on the dime was a fitting tribute to his role in shaping the nation during one of its most difficult periods, World War II. The design by artist John R. Cynic features Roosevelt's portrait on the obverse, with the reverse showcasing a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbols of freedom, peace, and strength. This design remains in place to this day, making the 1977 Roosevelt dime an enduring part of American numismatic history. However, despite the consistency in design, the 1977 dime is part of a significant chapter in the coin's history, particularly when it comes to the value of certain rare and exceptional pieces. To truly understand why the 1977 dime is so special, we need to look at the broader context of minting and circulation during this period. The year 1977 was a pivotal moment in American history. The country was recovering from the aftermath of the Vietnam War and grappling with the challenges of a new economic landscape. Meanwhile, the U.S. Mint continued to churn out coins to meet the needs of an ever-growing population and a booming economy. The country was in the midst of a time of transition, and its coinage reflected that. Despite the vast number of dimes produced each year, including the 1977 issue, only a small number of coins ever rise above the standard circulation variety. This is where the appeal of the 1977 one dime becomes evident. While the vast majority of 1977 dimes are fairly common and not worth much more than their face value, a select few are a different story altogether. These coins stand out for a variety of reasons, often due to minting errors, unique features, or other factors that make them far rarer and far more valuable. The most notable factor that sets some 1977 dimes apart from the rest is the possibility of minting errors, particularly those that could drastically increase a coin's value. Coin collectors and experts constantly hunt for these anomalies, as they present an opportunity to own a piece of history that is unlike any other. Minting errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, and incorrect planchets, can all lead to a coin's rarity and add an incredible premium to its worth. One of the key minting errors associated with the 1977 dime is the double die variety. This error happens when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned during the minting process, causing a doubling effect on certain parts of the coin's design. In the case of the 1977 dime, the doubling can be particularly noticeable in the inscriptions, such as the word Liberty and the date 1977. These doubled images make the coin stand out dramatically from the standard issue dimes, and their rarity has made them a favorite among collectors. The double die error in the 1977 dime isn't the only feature that contributes to its collector appeal. The 1977 dime, like many coins from this era, is also sought after for its overall condition. Coins that were released into circulation back then have experienced wear and tear over the years, which means that only a small number remain in what is known as mint state, a perfect or near-perfect condition. The dimes from 1977 that have been well preserved, without scratches, dings, or signs of heavy wear, are particularly valuable to collectors who are looking for coins in pristine condition. These coins are often graded by professional organizations, and higher grades command higher prices. Now, let's take a closer look at the value of the 1977 one dime in today's market. While most 1977 dimes are worth only their face value, 10 cents, there are certain exceptional examples that can fetch remarkable prices. The double die error variety, in particular, can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. The value of a 1977 double die dime depends on its condition, rarity, and the demand in the marketplace. In general, the more pronounced the doubling, the more valuable the coin. Coins that are graded in mint state with clear, visible doubling have been known to sell for upwards of $100,000 or more. Some rare examples of the 1977 double die obverse dime have even fetched as much as $115,000 at auction. This is a substantial amount for a coin that, on its own, is part of the regular circulation of dimes. Why does a coin like the 1977 one dime reach such astonishing values? Part of it lies in the scarcity of the double die error coins. Although millions of dimes were minted in 1977, only a handful of these coins carry the error that makes them so valuable. The rarity of these double die coins, combined with the high demand from collectors and investors who are seeking rare, high-quality pieces, creates a perfect storm of opportunity for those who are fortunate enough to own one of these rare dimes. Moreover, the 1977 one dime coin represents a fascinating chapter in the history of U.S. coinage. The fact that a simple mistake at the mint could lead to such a valuable coin speaks to the unpredictable nature of coin collecting. A small error, a slight misalignment, or an anomaly during the minting process can turn an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. The 1977 double die dime, in particular, is a prime example of how a small mistake can result in a coin that transcends its face value and becomes a prized collector's item. But the value of the 1977 one dime is not just about money. There's something deeply satisfying about owning a piece of history, especially when that piece is so rare and unique. For collectors, the thrill of finding a coin with an unusual feature or minting error is one of the greatest joys of the hobby. When that coin turns out to be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, it's an even more exciting discovery. The 1977 double die dime is a perfect representation of the magic of coin collecting. How something so small can hold such great value as you continue your exploration of the world of coin collecting. Remember that even the most seemingly ordinary coins can hold hidden treasures. The 1977 one dime coin is just one example of how numismatics is filled with surprises, stories, and unexpected discoveries. Whether you're an experienced collector or someone just starting out, keep your eyes open for those rare and elusive finds. Because you never know when you might stumble upon a coin that could be worth $115,000 or more. In the world of coin collecting, the 1977 USA one dime coin is a symbol of the incredible value that can be found in even the smallest and most unexpected places. Whether you're a lifelong enthusiast or a newcomer to the hobby, there's always something new to learn, something new to discover, and something extraordinary to find. And who knows? The next rare coin you uncover might just be the next big discovery in the world of numismatics. When you think of a quarter, it's easy to overlook this common piece of currency that you've likely used countless times. The quarter, worth 25 cents, has been a staple of everyday transactions in the United States for centuries. And yet, it's more than just a simple coin. It carries with it a rich history, intricate designs, and a story that spans back to the very founding of the nation. The 1985 U.S. quarter-dollar coin, in particular, is one that, at first glance, might appear unremarkable. It is a product of the long-standing tradition of American coinage, produced in the mid-1980s. But if you look deeper, you'll discover that this particular quarter holds far more significance than its face value. In fact, certain rare versions of the 1985 quarter-dollar coin can now command impressive sums, with one even fetching as much as $109,000. To understand the appeal and rarity of the 1985 quarter, we must first delve into its historical context. The $quarter coin, or simply the quarter, has been in circulation since 1796. The early quarters were made of silver and featured various designs that evolved over the years, reflecting the changes in the country's history, culture, and values. The most iconic of these designs is the Washington quarter, which was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by artist John Flanagan, the Washington quarter features a portrait of the first U.S. president on the obverse, with an eagle on the reverse. This design remained in place for decades until 1999, when the U.S. Mint launched the 50-state quarters program. But the 1985 $quarter coin is part of a different time, a period when the Washington quarter was still the standard, before the series of commemorative quarters and the 50-state quarters program would change the landscape of American numismatics forever. By 1985, the U.S. Mint had been producing quarters with the same design for over 50 years, and the coin had long been a symbol of the country's history and heritage. The Washington quarter was used in everyday transactions, from vending machines to grocery stores, and it had become ingrained in American life. However, as the 1980s progressed, changes were happening at the Mint. Advances in technology were leading to improvements in coin production, and the quality of coins being minted was increasing. Yet, despite these advancements, the 1985 quarter is notable for a few things that set it apart from earlier coins, particularly when we focus on some of the rarer varieties that were struck during that year. While most 1985 quarters were produced in large numbers and circulated as part of the regular coinage system, a small percentage of these coins carry errors and unique features that have caught the attention of collectors and investors alike. As with many coins, certain minting errors and unusual characteristics can drastically increase a coin's value. One of the key factors that contributes to the increased value of some 1985 quarters is the possibility of a minting error, which is a defect that occurs during the coin's production. Minting errors can take many forms. Misaligned dies, off-center strikes, or double strikes are just a few of the potential issues that can arise. Some of these errors are so rare that they make the affected coins extremely valuable to collectors who specialize in these rare anomalies. Among the most sought-after 1985 quarters are those with the DDO, double die obverse error. A double die is a type of minting error that occurs when a die used to strike a coin is misaligned or improperly calibrated, causing the design to be stamped twice. This results in a doubling effect on the text and other elements of the coin's design. In the case of the 1985 quarter, the double die effect can often be seen on the word Liberty and the date 1985, where the letters and numbers appear doubled, giving the coin a distinctive and highly recognizable look. The 1985 double die obverse quarter is a particularly rare find, as only a small number of these error coins were produced. The error itself wasn't immediately recognized, and many of the coins that had been struck with the double die effect were released into circulation, where they passed through the hands of everyday people, largely unnoticed. It wasn't until years later, when collectors and numismatists began to examine these coins more closely, that the significance of the error was discovered. Once the double die error was identified, the value of these 1985 quarters began to rise. The rarity of the coin, combined with the increasing demand from collectors who specialize in error coins, has driven prices up significantly. The 1985 double die obverse quarter is now considered one of the more valuable coins from the 1980s, with specimens in excellent condition regularly fetching prices in the thousands of dollars. In fact, coins with well-defined doubling and little to no wear have sold for as much as $109,000 at auction, a truly remarkable sum for a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents. But what makes the 1985 quarter so special, beyond the double die error? There's something about the year itself that adds a layer of intrigue to this particular coin. The mid-1980s were a time of significant change in the United States. The country was in the midst of a shift in its political and economic landscape, with the Reagan administration in full swing and the Cold War continuing to shape global events. Meanwhile, the U.S. Mint was continuing to produce coins that would be used in the daily transactions of Americans, yet these same coins would go on to become important symbols of the era. For collectors, the 1985 quarter is not just a piece of currency. It is a reminder of a particular time in American history, a time when technology was advancing, the world was shifting politically, and the coinage of the United States was evolving in its own way. The 1985 quarter is a tangible connection to that moment in time, and for those who appreciate the artistry and craftsmanship that goes into coin design, it represents a piece of history that is both familiar and unique. Now, let's talk about the broader collector appeal of the 1985 quarter, particularly when it comes to error coins. The world of coin collecting is filled with a unique blend of history, artistry, and treasure hunting. For many collectors, there's a thrill in finding a rare coin, a coin that might be overlooked by the general public but holds immense value for those with a trained eye. The 1985 double die quarter is one of those coins. It's the type of find that can turn an ordinary collection into something extraordinary. And while many coin collectors focus on completing sets or acquiring coins in pristine condition, others are drawn to the thrill of finding an error coin. These coins tell a story that is different from that of a regular coin, as they represent a moment when something went wrong at the mint, a moment that led to the creation of something truly unique. For those who are lucky enough to own a 1985 double die obverse quarter, it's not just about the financial value. There's a deeper connection to history, craftsmanship, and the fascinating world of coinage. The design of the Washington quarter, with its iconic image of George Washington on the obverse, continues to resonate with Americans to this day. But when you hold a 1985 double die quarter in your hand, you're not just holding a coin, you're holding a piece of numismatic history. You're holding a rare artifact that has survived decades of circulation and now stands as a testament to the unpredictability and wonder of the world of coin collecting as we look ahead to the future. The 1985 quarter continues to be a symbol of the timeless appeal of rare and unique coins. The world of numismatics is always evolving, and as collectors continue to uncover new finds, the value of certain coins can change. But for now, the 1985 double die quarter remains one of the most valuable coins from the 1980s, and its price tag of up to $109,000 serves as a reminder of the incredible potential that lies within the world of coin collecting. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just beginning to explore the fascinating world of numismatics, keep your eyes peeled for those rare, one-of-a-kind coins. You never know when you might come across a coin like the 1985 double die quarter. One that could be worth far more than you ever imagined, and in the end, the story of the 1985 USA quarter is a story of rarity, craftsmanship, and the value of discovering something truly extraordinary. It's a reminder that in the world of coin collecting, the smallest details can make the biggest impact, and sometimes, those details can be worth more than a small fortune. Have you ever stumbled upon a coin and wondered about its worth, its history, and the fascinating story behind it? Today, we're going to take an exciting journey back in time, uncovering the tale of a remarkable coin, the 2013 USA $quarter Mount Rushmore. This seemingly ordinary piece of currency holds a story packed with historical significance, stunning design, and of course, a value that's left collectors and numismatists in awe. So sit back, relax, and let's embark on this captivating journey. It all starts with the United States Mint's ongoing mission to celebrate the rich cultural and historical landmarks that make America what it is. In 2013, the Mint introduced the America the Beautiful Quarters program. This program aimed to honor national parks, monuments, and sites across the United States, each one immortalized on the back of the country's beloved 25-cent coin. The 2013 quarters, in particular, offered a thrilling mix of beauty, artistry, and pride for the nation. One of the standout coins in this collection is the Mount Rushmore National Memorial Quarter. which was released in 2013 to commemorate one of the most iconic landmarks in the United States. Mount Rushmore is more than just a mountain. It's a symbol of American history, national pride, and the indomitable spirit of the nation's founding leaders. Carved into the granite faces of the mountain are the images of 4 U.S. presidents: George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln. This masterpiece, located in the Black Hills of South Dakota, is visited by millions each year, making it a fitting subject for a coin that captures a piece of American heritage. The quarter itself is part of the 2013 America the Beautiful Quarter series, and it's an integral piece in the broader collection of quarters that have honored U.S. landmarks from coast to coast. The design of the Mount Rushmore quarter pays tribute to the memorial with stunning accuracy. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find a depiction of the majestic monument, showcasing the sculpted faces of the 4 presidents. Below the carving, there's a banner with the inscription Mount Rushmore in bold, proud letters, and underneath that, South Dakota identifies the state that this national treasure calls home. The coin's reverse also features the familiar e pluribus unum, a Latin phrase meaning out of many, one, reflecting the unity of the United States. Before we dive deeper into the technical aspects of the coin, let's take a moment to admire the craftsmanship. The artist behind the quarter's design, Laura Garden Fraser, was well known for her skill in capturing the grandeur of American landmarks. She sought to emphasize not just the iconic figures carved into the stone, but also the enormity of Mount Rushmore as a symbol of the nation's values, its past, and its ongoing journey. The coin is so much more than just a piece of currency. It's a window into the spirit of the American people. Now, let's shift our focus to the minting process. The 2013 Mount Rushmore quarter was minted at 3 different locations across the United States: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. Like all U.S. quarters, the coin is composed of 91.67% copper, 8.33% nickel, and has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters, the same as most standard quarters. What sets this coin apart from others is the level of detail in the design and the commemorative nature of its release. The 2013 Mount Rushmore quarter was part of a limited edition series, and that's what makes it so exciting for collectors. Only a certain number of these quarters were released to the public, and their value over time has surged as more people recognize the significance of this coin. Of course, with any collectible, it's essential to consider factors like minting numbers, condition, and rarity. And while the standard circulation versions of the Mount Rushmore quarter are fairly common, it's the special proof and uncirculated editions that hold the most appeal for serious collectors. For those of you unfamiliar with the terms, proof coins are struck with special dies that create sharper details and a mirror-like finish. These coins are often produced in limited quantities and are intended for collectors rather than general circulation. Uncirculated coins, on the other hand, are not used in daily transactions but are struck in a way that preserves their pristine condition, making them more desirable among those looking to build a high-quality collection. So, you may be wondering, what's the actual value of the 2013 Mount Rushmore quarter? And how has it appreciated over time? Let's start with the basics. The standard quarter, the one you might find in your pocket, isn't going to fetch much more than its face value of 25 cents. However, collectors are particularly interested in the special proof and uncirculated editions. These coins, depending on their condition and where they were minted, can be worth significantly more. But here's the exciting part. As the years go by, certain coins in this series have been steadily increasing in value. The combination of the unique design, the commemorative nature, and the fact that it represents a historic landmark has given the 2013 Mount Rushmore quarter a lasting appeal. And if you're holding on to a coin that's been well preserved or even graded by professional numismatists, you could be looking at a much higher value. Now, here's where things really get interesting. If you've managed to get your hands on an exceptionally rare version of the 2013 Mount Rushmore quarter, the value can go well beyond what you might expect. While most standard examples might only command a few dollars, certain rare proof coins have been known to fetch prices in the thousands. And for the truly rare, limited edition coins, it's not unheard of for collectors to pay astronomical amounts to own a piece of history at its peak. The 2013 Mount Rushmore quarter in excellent condition has been valued at an impressive $47,000. Yes, you heard that right, $47,000 for a single quarter. This astonishing price reflects the coin's rarity, its connection to a piece of American history, and the incredible demand from collectors who are eager to get their hands on one of these limited edition coins. While this amount might seem like an incredible windfall for just a quarter, it's a testament to how rare and valuable coins can become as they age and their story becomes more intertwined with history. But what makes a coin like the Mount Rushmore quarter so valuable? It's not just about the metal it's made of or its size. It's about the story, the history, and the culture that's encapsulated within it. Collectors aren't just acquiring a piece of currency. They're purchasing a tangible connection to the past, to a national symbol, and to the rich legacy of the United States. When you hold a 2013 Mount Rushmore quarter in your hand, you're holding a tiny piece of American history that represents more than just the faces of 4 presidents. It's a representation of the nation's ideals, its history, and its ongoing journey toward unity and progress. As we look ahead, the value of these coins is only expected to continue growing. With the passing years, fewer of these special editions will remain in pristine condition, making them more and more desirable to collectors and investors alike. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a newcomer to the world of coin collecting, the 2013 Mount Rushmore quarter represents a unique opportunity to own a tangible piece of American history and potentially make a wise investment along the way. In conclusion, the 2013 Mount Rushmore quarter is not just a coin. It's a testament to American history, a symbol of national pride, and a rare collectible that has grown in value and significance over time. Whether you're lucky enough to find one in your spare change or you've been searching for one to add to your collection, it's clear that this coin is one worth holding onto. Who knows, you might just be sitting on a small fortune. Keep an eye out for those rare editions, and who knows what surprises they might hold in store.